Welcome to Black and Gold Today, brought to you by Ray Brandt Infinity. I'm Rachel Whittaker, and I'm pleased to have with me today NFL writer Vinnie Iyer of the Sporting News. Well, Vinnie, you're based in Panthers country, where Carolina leads the NFC South by a game over the Saints and the Falcons. Now, the Panthers unloaded their receiving core and are battling injuries in the run game, but they've got the best defense in the division. So, are you surprised at all at the standings here in Week 6?
I'm not too surprised right now. I knew it was kind of going to be tight. I knew no team would kind of pull away yet, and I knew there was going to be some struggles because the schedule is very difficult for all the NFC South teams this year. And there's no reason to panic there in New Orleans because we know about their home field advantage, and that's where the Saints really can make up their most ground in this game. If they can run the table there like they usually do with 8-0 and then win a couple more games, I think they're sitting pretty. So I think 9 or 10 games might do it this year. I don't think you'll have 2 playoff teams come out of this division like you did in 2013. So with the Panthers, I don't think it's a big surprise, but now the schedule gets tougher for everyone involved, and we'll see what the Panthers can do this week in Cincinnati with Green Bay around the corner as well.
Right, Green Bay around the corner for the Saints, too. Now, Sean Payton said the league is very unpredictable. Take a listen.
In our league, it's hard to predict, the outcome of games or how they'll unfold, and who all of a sudden is going to be improved or who's going to slide. That's the case every year.
And up next, we'll look closer at the Saints.
In the fraction of time we spend driving in reverse, about 500,000 accidents occur each year, which is why the Infiniti QX60 has world's first safety technology available, like backup collision intervention, which can brake even before you do, to help keep everyone safe.
Welcome back. Well, Vinnie, turnovers let the Bucs stay alive here on Sunday, which would have been a catastrophic loss by the Saints. Now, one positive, though, is their run game, led by Kyrie Robinson's physical style.
Yeah, you look at this combination of Kyrie Robinson doing well, and Pierre Thomas, and never a forgotten man. He does the little things right. And then you have Mark Ingram supposedly coming back from the hand injury next week after the bye. So this is a pretty nice three-headed monster they have going, and they need it here a little bit because their passing game has put up some yards, but it's not the way that we're used to in terms of lighting up opponents. So they've got to grind out games a little bit more, protect that defense, which has got some issues now that didn't creep up last year. So they've got to alter their playing style a little bit, but Sean Payton having this week to work on it, I think is going to be huge. And they'll come out, I think, making all the right adjustments.
Right. The Saints weren't sure about Kyrie Robinson at first. Sean talked to us last week, and but once he put the pads on, he showed that style that they like. Now, you mentioned that the Saints' remaining schedule, no walk in the park. 7 of their 10 opponents left have a winning record. So is it too much to ask, Vinnie, for their defense to be consistent and help them have a shot at the division?
Well, I think they just have to change their game plan a little bit in terms of not relying on that defense as much, and I think having the running game, that time of possession, is going to help there. I mean, it's helped in Dallas, and they have to kind of have that mentality here, is that we're not maybe going to shut down teams the way we thought, with Jerry Spurd not back out there to upgrade us on the back end. So when you look at the Saints, I think the defensive issues from a couple years ago are creeping in a little bit, but I think if they can play complementary and get that offense to be more consistent and get rid of those mistakes, I think they'll be just fine.
Well, a lot of football left to be played after the Saints come back from their bye week. Well, thank you so much, Vinnie. Great insight.
All right, thank you, Rachel.
And one note, your Fantasy Minute returns next week. Thanks for watching.